I'm ready for this. Nice one! Everyone all right? I always wanted to poke around in here.
Processing. Investigating.
Here they come! We're not getting through!
Automatic now.
That's gotta hurt! Mr. Thompson said to talk with Miss McDevitt before doing anything here? Look out!
Beginning security.
That's the last of them! Get ready! Okay! Got it! Down they go! Something you need? You mean, why? There was a... Not intentionally. I've always... So I did my thing. And next thing I know, right about then, and Mr... Anyhow, you ever... I can laugh about it. Yeah, huh? Sure. On my way. Nice. Ouch, that's clever. Here we go. Wow, not even a scratch. He took one down. Not a peep for me.
Unexpected. Repairs required in nearby.
We did it!
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice. Hostile actions towards spacer's choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with spacer's choice policy. All affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Go away, Phantom! You're not real. You're not real. No, just leave me alone.
Mine's me. You're liable to get scalded.
Halt. Searching for unauthorized.
Incoming! Everyone all right? Woohoo! Wow, you got that? One to go.
System.
Incoming! Nice one! That's the last of them! That's the last. Once we do this, there's no going. Hey, listen. Sorry, I know you're in a hurry. I know you want your power regulator and all. I just feel like we should go talk to Adelaide. If we're gonna kill her power, least we could do is give her people a fair warning. Oh. Oh, well, thanks.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just... If you're gonna start wandering around my camp... No, over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Well, look at you. Buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up. Thank the Eternal. Wait, Marauder Camp. Is she all right? Getting along. What? If you could bring her home, I'd be obliged. And if you could cross off some marauders on the way, I'd be much obliged. I'll tell you what I can. Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless. But she's... What is it? I'll tell you what I... What is it?
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, I have been called that, among other things.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees.
Why, thank you. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobacco... Reed Thompson. You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip 'em out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed-out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but He was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Yeah, huh? Can't stop thinking of Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright when they got power, but what about the town?
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience and contemplate the scriptures.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you. You and I have got nothing more to say.
Here they come! Where are we headed? Got it. Inside voices.
Edgewater's experiencing what we in the profession like to call a quandary.
We don't get a lot of visitors.
Carry on.
Just gotta keep our heads up.
Power's gone. Law knows how long. Looking to get drunk? Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contract. We'll get you mostly drunk at half the... Go ahead. I don't see how that's any of your business. You're the first to ask after me in some time. My family wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I What happened, you ask? I just didn't have the... Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask... Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. What's wrong with that? Unless you're... They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose. This is where I belong. Not so fast. I told... So, what's your story? That right? Prove it. I know that serial drama. You're right. I don't believe you. Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Most folks. Anyhow, my world is these 4 walls, that... Let me make something clear. Spacer's Choice has... I start gallivanting around outside the wall. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering. Keep it down, will you? We don't talk about the PLAYG. I've said enough. People come here to drink if they wanted to face their problems. I've talked enough about my past. Suppose I did. Ready to talk? What's there to figure out? Stands to reason you work. Don't see what a Clio worker's doing in... Well, good luck. Abernathy's got some... Go ahead. The Hope? Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something. Yeah, I got vague. You feeling a bit flushed? Look, would you keep your voice down? The Hope's folklore. You're inviting trouble to... Look, it's coming right up.
Hello? Are you still there?
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. I have imagined it. I want to ask, and if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back... Yes! I mean, Captain. Where are we headed?
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Captain, I have detected... What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities. Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit? We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experience... Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you criminals, goodness no. Smuggling is a perfectly legitimate business venture. If misappropriating board property is a crime, well then, throw me in Tartarus. Plenty of ways to make money in Halcyon, you know. Not all are a... Well, yes, someone has to be after all. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation... The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar. Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism. None of us are leaving. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits, first-generation technology, you see, but very simply, the holograph only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram. A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath. Science, that's how. Ha 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 ha! The beauty is they don't activate the... Excellent. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart... Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? I have lots of minutes. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber. When I simulate myself traveling the system with you, Captain. Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. In our travels together, Alex liked... Message from Dr. Wells. He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps? I certainly wouldn't call... You'll... Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Come see... Best of luck.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in the universe, is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in the grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone. Not just those so...
That was unexpected and odd. Analyzing the subtextual ordering. I believe it was a type of sermon, Captain. Very zealous in origin. How can I be of assistance? I'll be here.
I don't think I like this place one little bit. Incoming! Nice one! Here we go! Don't mess with us! Where are we headed?